Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. So I'm trying to get multiple things set up for other games of the Dragon Age sort. The problem though is not everything is exactly how I would like it. Like for example, Enter Tales for Dragon Age Origins are pretty nice. Especially like the one we have right here. Can we use this hairstyle in Dragon Age 2? Despite having an Antlers hair pad? No. No. Which makes me a bit sad. Also, I can't even get the Zat hair color either. It's like, yeah. Mods are of similar origin, but yet different. And then trying to get everything aligned. Oh yeah, by the way, I might do Dragon Age 2. I might do Dragon Age Inquisition again too. But it's gonna be weird because like, there's gonna be this, right? And then there's gonna be Veilguard. And then there'll be 2 and maybe Inquisition. Separate from, you know, Veilguard and all the other stuff, but yeah. So last time we made it to the camp. We made it to Lowering. And we have access to feast day things that I need to actually go back here to see wells. Because I need to actually get rid of most of these feast day things. Butterfly sword's tempting actually. So that, like, here's the thing. I'm actually gonna get rid of most of these things. I'll keep some, but yeah. And then the fancy ones will keep the plus 50. Wow, we're gonna go through some of the plus 50 ones. But anyway, so Can I just do this from here? Yes. Okay, Sten's not gonna be happy with us. Cause, oh no, it's a butterfly sword.
Unexpected, thank you.
Unexpected, thank you. Minus 50. And hey, by the way, you now have a butterfly sword. I think it... Low morale. I think technically you can use that at any level. I forget when it would like level up and stuff, but yeah. So now here's the butterfly sword. I think it has rainbow graphics. Oh god, that is... That's the thing. Well, there you go, Sten. You have a butterfly sword. But to be fair, part of me is like, you should totally still have that, because that's basically the only one who can really have that. And now we have the butterfly sword, just cuz. So now we balance things out by giving him the Canary prayers of the dead.
Unexpected.
So now he's back bounced. And then you can use the 3-side traditional thing. Well, how do I make him use that? I think I have to actually have Sten selected. And then let's make Sten happy.
You have my thanks. You have my thanks.
Oh, it actually is 10 each time.
You have my thanks.
I don't think it was going to be
You have my thanks. You have my thanks. You have my thanks.
Well, let's give him cake.
You have my thanks.
Well, Sten's happy. So that means we could have a whole conversation with Stan in moderate strength. Moderate strength. Major strength. Massive strength. All kinds of freaking strength, it's all so huge. Oh, they said he has massive strength coming in. But yeah, Stan approves. I don't want to talk to you yet. Let's go. Actually, let's do dog first. Dog's easy enough. Dogs already got high for. Dogs already got. You want help? Boop. Oh, right, I can't. Oh no. I can't actually select you from hell. Oh, well, that's awkward. So I can't give dogs gifts here in camp because, yeah. Well, shit. Guess we have to do dogs last then. Oh, wait. Save. Hi, Stan.
You are not quite as callow as I thought.
We're gonna have a long talk about the Qune and all up stuff. That's okay.
You're welcome.
So, why were you caged?
I caged myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware. That is complicated. I told you before that I was sent here. I was not sent alone. I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight. We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad. They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the darkspawn. I saw the last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell. I heard the stories of Ostagar. Your kith stood their ground when others fled. No one can do more than that. I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand. I searched for it, and when that failed I asked my rescuers what had become of it. I killed them. With my bare hands. I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down.
So basically, Stan is. Stan did murder all of them. He doesn't have really a good, you know, just. And then, let's have a justifiable reason for, you know, that. It's just, by the way, I lost my sword, so I panicked and murdered everyone. And yeah, maybe we should have left him in the cage. But this is Stan's redemption arc, so.
That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was set into the Beresad. I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Arishok, I would be slain on sight by the Antam. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath.
Accidents happen.
I'm sure that comforts the farmers.
Well, couldn't you search for it?
If I knew where to look, it would be in my hand now.
Well, where did you find the dark?
Near Lake Calenhad.
Well, there you go.
Perhaps those words are empty, but thank you all the same.
So why didn't we go? So why didn't you go back and search for this in the first place, Stan? Like, okay, his whole thing is, my sword is an extension of my will. I cannot lose my sword. It is for who I am. So you ended up murdering the farmers because you lost your sword. And then you didn't think about going back to, like, the lake and looking for the sword.
You called.
Question?
I am hardly surprised.
Yes, yes.
To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Your farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are.
Yeah, basically, they can only all have, like, the roads assigned at birth, practically. So they are just content to be, you know, what they're assigned. Like, you are the dung farmer. That is all you will be. That's all you are aspired to be. That is your entire existence, being the dung farmer. And they're perfectly fine with being the dung farmer.
What does that accomplish? The farmer who buys a shop is never a merchant. He is always a farmer turned merchant. He carries his old life with him as a turtle carries its shell.
Well, he might be happy.
Happiness is fragile. Nothing can be built upon it that will last. Only duty endures.
Happiness.
You can learn to find it in doing your duty, in serving your people. There is no need to search for it. Shall we move on? There is interesting food here. You have a thing. It doesn't have a word in the Kunari tongue. Little baked things like bread, but sweet and crumbly.
You like cookies?
Yes. We have no such things in our lands.
We need...
This should be remedied.
Well, we should help the Kunari by sending them cookies.
Perhaps. It's strange to be in a crowd and hear a language that is not your own. To see faces that are and aren't like yours. I miss the smells of Saharon. Tea and incense and the sea. Ferelden smells of wet dogs. True. I was trying to forget that part. Shall we move on? Speak, then.
Well, apparently that's all the dialogue we have
move
with
on.
Sten. Question?
I am hardly surprised.
I think we're basically out. Yep.
Very well.
We have basically exhausted Sten's conversation.
As you wish.
Because he does not have much of a conversation tree. Okay, moving on. Liriana, we'll deal with Alistair because reasons. There's reasons we want to deal with Alistair. Anyway, Alistair's already happy with us, so honestly, we could just give him, you know, the Grey One hand puppet and he would love us for days, wouldn't he? I got any more thoughtful gifts too. I don't have the money for thoughtful gifts. Anyway, here's a Grey One hand puppet.
Is that for me?
Yes, that's for you.
Really?
Oh, gee, they gave him plus 57.
Wow.
And then Alistair loved us because, you know, we gave him a Grey Warden hand puppet. Woo. And let's talk to Alistair again.
So, all this time we've spent together, you know, the tragedy, the brushes with death, the constant battles with the whole blight looming over us. Will you miss it once it's over?
I miss the Constable to miss you.
I know it might sound strange, considering we haven't known each other for very long, but I've come to care for you a great deal. I think maybe it's because we've gone through so much together. I don't know. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Maybe I'm fooling myself. Am I? Fooling myself? Or do you think you might ever feel the same way about me?
So, joking. Meh, there.
So I fooled you, did I?
Huzzah! Music.
That wasn't too soon, was it?
I need more testing.
Well, I'll have to arrange that then, won't I? Maker's breath, but you're beautiful. I am a lucky man. Now, let's get back to what we were up to before, lest I forget why we're here.
Yeah, let's do.
Your desire is my command. Of course.
Questions.
Such as they are.
Apparently we have no...
About the Great
apparently
Wardens,
we've
anyhow.
exhausted the majority
Fair
of the
enough.
conversation
Your desire
topics
is
with
my
them.
command. Well, we're in camp. Now's as good a time as any to talk, right? Join you? In your tent?
I mean...
Oh, that's not it at all. Not that I want to seem overeager. I must sound like a fool. You know that I've never done anything like this with anyone. I was quite sheltered after all.
Right.
I care for you so much. Whenever I think of this, I feel like a bumbling idiot. All hands. I wish I could be better at this. I want it to be right. With the Darkspawn on our heels, death awaiting us at every turn? Sure, why not? Hot. I don't know. I'm willing to give it a shot, if you are.
Well, you know, it's the whole, like, Mass Effect rule. You never know what the next day could bring. We could all die. We might not make it back from this mission. Jeez, game.
Right. I'm going to stop talking now.
And now then, scenes. The hair's gonna get in the way, by the way. The hair is totally gonna get in the way.
You know, according to all the sisters at the monastery, I should have been struck by lightning by now.
You know, it could still happen.
Sure. But if you get hit by the lightning afterwards, it hardly seems like an effective deterrent. You do realize the rest of our little party here is going to talk, right?
They do
that.
I don't care.
Oh, sure, now you say that. By tomorrow, it'll be icy glares and awkward silences right before battle. Just you watch. So, what
I
now?
remember right, having win
Where do we go from here?
with us an hour through romance is amusing. Her comments on things.
Right, I can handle that. I hope. Before we go, I just want to thank you. No one's ever made me feel this way. I wasn't sure it could happen, in fact.
Yeah, I know. The problem with Dragon Age, and well, yeah, Dragon Age Origins, probably Dragon Age, and maybe Dragon Age 2. I can't exactly remember how the approval system works, other than that. It's just, with the way, you know, you just throw gifts at things. It's like, yeah, you could go from barely mean to someone into just this state in one video.
Good to know.
And well, that was their achievement. Paramore, right? No, not Paramore.
Your desire is my command.
And by the way,
Well, we're in camp. Now's as good a time as any to talk, right?
one thing I really do like is the fact that we have this option right here. And it bothers me that Bioware completely forgot about this option right here. Hell, for the most part, they almost forgot about that option right there. Especially in Mass Effect, they completely forgot about that option. But yeah, because Mass Effect's all about, you're about to go into the very dangerous. You have one night of respite from everything that you might not return from. Whereas Dragon Age Origins is like, well, let's go to sleep.
What can I say? Your wish is my command.
And the music plays. I forget if the animation replays or not. Nope. It's implied. That's fine. I like the implied. Implied works. The music swelling still is a bit much, though. Okay. Liliana, I don't know what to do about you. I'm not sure if I really have much to do with you. You're not really part of my plan. Let's go with that. We will give you the Grey Warden hat. Now that we can use that with Alistair. Who has an accompanying toy horse? Apparently we give you a fat loot. Fat loot.
That's a wonderful thought.
So Liliana can of course play the fat loot. If we were actually Liliana. Paul knows how many of these gifts I
Why,
have?
thank you so much. Why, thank you so much.
Enough.
Why, thank you so much.
We're also going to need more of those gifts when we get more people and all that. Also, those pluses to cunning. They don't go to my cunning, but still. Or do they? Anyway, yeah. Like, where would I even view that properly? I don't know. Anyway, let's talk to Liliana and learn all we can.
Have I ever told you I really like the way you wear your hair?
I do like the way I wear my hair too. It clips into all my armor.
It's very nice and it suits you. Simple. Not like the elaborate hairstyles we wore in Orlais. They involved flowers, ribbons, jewels. One year, feathers were all the rage, and Lady Elise decided she needed to outdo everyone else, and actually wore live songbirds in her voluminous hair.
Well,
The chirping was quite charming for a while, but you must realize, terrified little birdies often have loose bowels. Yes, you can imagine what she looked like by the end of the evening. But I was trying to say something nice to you, wasn't I? Oh, forgive me. My mind wanders so. It's just that I feel so comfortable talking to you, like I could say anything and you wouldn't judge me.
Well, we are friends, aren't we?
Yes, very
Oh,
much
how we
so.
friends, aren't
I
we?
haven't felt this close to anyone in a long time. I really enjoy your company.
Also, we need to remind her, though, friend.
Thank you. I am honored that you feel that way.
Cause, yeah. Or Alistair, we can't just... We can't, unless we have certain mods, we can't really just, you know... poly this thing.
Something I can help with?
Well, let's see
Yes?
what else you have
What's
for
on your
conversation topics.
My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it. She wasn't unhappy. We had a good life, and she liked Orlais well enough. I loved it, though. Val Royeaux was so vibrant, colorful. Mother died when I was very young.
Veilguard was so
Lady
small
Cecilie
in
let me
Dragon
stay
Age
with her.
Inquisition.
I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecilie than my mother. She was an elderly lady, very refined and proper. She had impeccable manners and taste, more so than a lot of Orlesian ladies. Cecilie was also kind. My mother was unmarried and with child. It was scandalous, and Cecilie had every right to turn my mother out. She didn't. Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dried flowers in her closet amongst her clothes.
Sounds
Small
like
white
a
Ferelden
quest.
wildflowers with a
Plot
sweet
gift.
fragrance. Mother called them Andrastis Grace. They were very rare in Orlais. But enough about that. Let us move on.
If I can find one.
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
What is on my mind?
I miss Val-Royeaux. Unlike other cities where the people are the lifeblood and the character, Val-Royeaux was her own person, and her people little more than decorations. There was always music in Val-Royeaux, streaming from the many windows, quiet refrains and triumphant choruses, and always, floating above that all, the chant, coming from the Grand Cathedral. It was magnificent. Yes, I'm sure it is, but every city has a different personality. It is hard to describe. You have to be there. Of course, there are good things and bad things about Orlais, like anywhere else. Sometimes I miss it dearly, and sometimes I'm glad I'm rid of it. And you will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I had in Orlais. Dresses, fine dresses and furs, and shoes, of course. One can't mingle with nobility with bad shoes, you see. Orlais is very fashionable, almost ridiculously so. But the shoes! Living with those ridiculous trends was worth it for the shoes.
Well, there you go. Oh. Like shells. Becca shells.
When I left Orlais, the fashion was shoes with delicate tapered heels and embellishments in the front. A ribbon, perhaps, or embroidery. In soft colors, of course. It was spring. I had my eye on a pair my shoemaker was working on. It was covered in pale blue silk, with amber beads on the toe. The shoes made in Orlais were exquisite. Not at all like these clunky fur-lined leather boots you have in Ferelden. Ugh, just look at them. They're sturdy shoes, but sometimes a girl just wants to have pretty feet. Oh, I could talk about shoes all day, but we have things to do, don't we? Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
Well, we haven't exhausted the conversation topic, so...
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
Oh, gee. Oh, no. Oh, God. There's a conversation topic.
Says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world we know. In their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself. So thinking, they invaded his golden city, planning to take it for themselves and depose their own creator.
More like they were...
But they were impure
whispers
and full
from
of
the
sin.
old gods.
And it is with the sin that they tainted the golden city, corrupting it forever. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, they spread the taint of their sin. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of our hubris.
Yeah, that's one version of it.
Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Orlais.
I was like, isn't she from Dragon Age 2? But no, she's not the Knight of Orlais. Maybe she's named after such, but anyway. Go ahead.
A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer. He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon the child in the woods. Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing and raised her as their own. Aveline, for that is what they called her, grew strong and quick and clever under the guidance of the elves. She learned to wield the sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces, and was as graceful on the back of a horse as she was on foot. Aveline's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to show the cruel humans the child they had left to die. They bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor, and sent her to prove herself to her people in the grand tourney. Now in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the grand tourney, but Aveline kept her helmet on and was not discovered. Aveline won many events and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Eventually, she came face to face with the knight Kaleva in the grand melee. Aveline had already bested him in the joust, and Kaleva was determined not to lose a second time. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Kaleva tripped Aveline and tossed her to the ground, ripping off her helmet as he did so. Silence fell upon the arena as Aveline was revealed. Kaleva declared the previous competitions invalid. A woman had taken part, and this was not allowed. But the crowd cheered for Aveline. Kaleva was furious, for he had lost to a woman and was now being shamed. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he, and slit her throat.
No, that's terrible.
The son of the king, Prince Freyan, was present. He recognized Aveline's skill and bravery and began to see the injustice done to the women in his land. When he was made king, he rewrote the laws of Orlais so that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline and knighted her after her death. And to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline the Brave, for she is the patron of all women chevalier. I know one, told to me by my mother a long time ago. It always chilled me to the bone. Maybe you have heard of Flemeth?
Hey. Yeah, Morgan's mother's called Plymouth.
Are you sure? Was she the Flemeth of legend? Flemeth, the devourer of men? Flemeth, mother of witches?
Probably.
Flemeth, demon-touched, who dwells in the mists. Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They say that if you're bad, Flemeth will spirit you away and bind you to her forever. They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you.
Well, tell me the whole story.
Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as pale as winter's first snow, and eyes as beautiful and perilous as the sea. When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever, Conobar, and he took her for his wife. Conobar soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. He kept this a secret, for he feared that she would be taken from him. Flemeth stayed with Conobar for some years, and with his blessing, she practiced her art. And then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and he by her beauty, and they fell in love.
Ooh, the plot.
Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands, seeking refuge in the Kokari wilds with the Chasing tribes. They lived there happily for many a year. till the day Flemeth received news that Conobar was
That's
dying
a bit different
and
than the
longed to see
story
her
Morgan
face one
gave
last
us.
time. Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her husband, and begged Othn to return to Conobar's side with her. But when Flemeth and Othn entered Highever, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Othn was slain in front of Flemeth's eyes.
Okay, that
Flemeth
sounds
was
about
imprisoned
right.
in the highest tower of the castle, there to await Conobar's judgment on her. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon, intending for it to wreak vengeance on Conobar. But a spell went awry. The demon possessed Flemeth. Turning her into an abomination, the halls of the castle
we
ran
sure
red
was
with
a
blood as
demon.
Flemeth slaughtered Conobar and all
A
his men.
non-elfish
The last
god
of Flemeth's humanity
of
melted away,
justice.
and at dawn, she stole back to the wilds to plot and scheme for 100 years. They say she took to her side many chastened men, and with their help, begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Kokari wilds.
Anyway.
Something I
I'm
can
not
help
done
with?
yet. There's more things I need to
Yes?
talk to you about.
What's on your mind?
So that's the entire thing. Anyway. So, bards, you
Where did you
say.
hear this? And did you not think that this could be historical fact and no longer true? Not all minstrels are spies. Most are just singers and storytellers, but some of them are what we call bards.
And the bards are spies?
Bards are minstrels and more. Spies, as you say. Some say there is a bard order, but I don't think this is true. Many bards work alone or in small groups, doing the bidding of a patron who pays for their services. If there is an organization behind it all, no one knows who they are. Nobles, mostly. In Orlais, there is much rivalry amongst the
The
highborn.
game.
They fight over land, influence, and the favor of the
The
Empress.
game.
But they cannot do this openly because it is impolite, and in public, they wear smiling faces and pretend to be
Oh, yeah,
civil.
they do like wearing their
In
masks,
secret,
don't
they
they?
plot and scheme to
Forgot about
destroy each
that.
other. It is a game completely meaningless to anyone but its players. I have revealed too much, it seems, but it
And
doesn't
then she
matter
just
what I
slits
used
her
to
throat.
be. It is the past. I found myself in Ferelden and sheltered from bad weather in the
Lyriana
Chantry.
song.
And when the storm passed, I just did not want to leave. I like to say the Maker brought me here.
And we're just in the conversation, apparently.
Something I can help with? I don't think you have the correct aptitude. I could give you some pointers, though. You may be able to
Well,
pass them on
unlock
to
it
someone
for,
you know.
upper
Let's just go over there, away from the others. For safety, yes? I expect there shall be daggers flying about willy-nilly for a time.
Yeah, we unlocked bard.
Something I can help with?
Do we have any other conversation
What's on your
topics?
mind?
No. But do we have any other
Something I
conversation
can help with?
topics? No, good. Yep. About 40 minutes and just talking to people. Well, you know who's next? Morgan. Oh god, that hat looks silly. Anyway. Oh god, he's gonna get... Well, no, she would have to actually use such. But anyway, here's a grey warden handle. I mean, here's an Alistair handle.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
And here's a gift.
Interesting.
There's no gift.
Interesting.
Maybe I can talk the rest of the way through. Yay, magic. Wait, does that fit my I'm still curious about that stuff. Does it fit my magic? No. Anyway, so...
I await your command.
I remember words forgot you better robes or something.
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees. For a time, but one can only remain a child for so long. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. It was encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds. She was not. Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken. And a foolish one. Flemeth was right to break me of my fascination. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
Morgan's whole thing is she's, you know, anti-love. Like, it has no meaning for her, but yet she struggles with the concept. And if we were romancing her, it would complicate things.
They did indeed. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror.
So if we
But
can
such
get
fantasies
her,
have no
well,
place amidst
I'm
reality.
hearing a GIF idea here.
I await your command. So, full of questions,
I am
are you?
indeed full of questions.
I cannot teach you, no, but any other mages that cared to learn, yes, I could do that. Send whoever you wish my way, and I shall teach them what I can in the camp,
Basically, we unlock
provided they possess the
shapeshifters.
will to even make the attempt. I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Why are you still... No. Why are you still here? I think we're good now in conversations, unless I want to ask that one, but that one seems a bit much. There's reasons why she's still here. So here's the thing, as much as I don't really want to leave just yet, I need dog stuff. I can't just do that apparently with dogs, you know. So take dog. Take Alistair. But don't take anyone else for now. Because we're not really going places. I said maybe towards Soldier's Pass. Towards it, I say. Oh, we made that without incident. Imagine that. Oh. Ooh, slightly damaged cake. He brought me a cake. Thanks for bringing me a cake. We have a cake. Soggy brown cake-like objects probably fixing better days. I don't know who would want that, but sure. Anyway. Yeah, this is gonna be unfortunate. Why didn't I get you a new thing? Yes, that one. So here's the thing, he already is friendly with us, and then we applied the cone. Okay, now that we've done that, we need to go here and we need to apply the stick. That gives some minor dexterity. That gives some dexterity checks. Look at all those dexterity checks. Look at all those dexterity checks. And then we can. Oh, I thought I could do that. Oh. How do I use this thing then? Oh, like that. Stick. Well, there you go. Anyway, we go back down here and we reapply the Black Meadow Torque. Huzzah. Alistair, use the Grey Warden hand puppet.
Yes?
Look at him. He's having fun. Anyway.
Huh. And I'm off.
You'll have to forgive me if I seem a bit nervous. Not many people travelling in this part of Ferelden. Of course, that's part of my problem, isn't it? Mule got spooked by a wisp and ran off into the woods. Now what do I do? Oh, no, I sent the elf to do that. I wouldn't dream of asking a stranger to do it. Allow me to introduce myself. Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur, at your service.
His name sounds Orlesian, but yet he does not sound Orlesian.
I don't normally take this route, but with the war, I was hoping for a bit of luck and good weather in the mountains. Sadly, I've had neither. Ugh, this trip has been one miserable disaster after another. I don't suppose you'd consider helping a fellow out? Of all the other things that went wrong, the worst is this artifact I brought in Jada. It's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem. No point in me keeping it, however, as I'll never get to use it. But, maybe you could? The catch? Yeah, I suppose it is a catch, isn't it? The catch is that the golem didn't come with the rod. It's supposed to be down in a village down south, waiting to be activated. Even if I could get down there, which I can't, I understand the place has been overrun by darkspawn. That's not such an issue for adventurous types like yourself, surely? Or I'm hoping that's so, at least. Nothing. I just don't want to have to lug around something that might be taken for a gemstone by some bandit. To be honest, I don't even know if it'll be useful to you. I paid too much to simply throw it away.
I'm surprised. I think I could use it.
Just as well. As I mentioned before, you'll find the golem down south, in a town called Honleith.
I mean,
I'll mark it here on your
nice.
map. Just hold up the rod and say Dulaf Gar. That will wake the golem up, so I'm told. I hope it works.
Yeah, sounds good.
Best of luck to you then. Now, I guess it's up to me to find that mule myself.
I mean, I sort of wish he had the actual inventory I could buy from. But hey, we got 3 golden control rods. And he abandoned his stuff here.
Alright.
That I cannot loot. Sad. Oh well, get your party and venture forth. Must get your party for venture forth. Do I want to go deal with that real quick? Or do I want to go to the docks and get Sten's sword? Now let's go to the docks. Get Sten's sword. I should change party composite. Probably should change party composition. Wolves. That's right, I need that.
Look over there!
I feel like that's right now.
Time to play?
Probably is.
Don't stop me.
Which means the skill is being useless, not actually helping me. Which makes me sad.
Alright. Alright.
Warning wolves.
Yes.
Indeed.
What is that smell?
Huh.
Boat. More board dominance is now active. Hi.
You have some kind of problem. Oh? What was this about? Oh, I see. Tauren must have sent you. I refuse to answer to a pawn of Tauren. Come, men, to arms!
Ha!
You
Let's
stupid.
wipe them out quickly!
Hey.
Maker!
Okay, that I guess it just didn't work on those wolves. Because how I was watching, it's like I did get decently healed from that attack. So yeah. So it does work, it's just for some reason it didn't work on the wolves. Either that was missing every time.
And I'm off.
Yeah, good supplies. Oh, and then there's the Mage Collective. Hi, Mage
You're the Grey
Collective.
Warden, aren't you?
What
Exactly
does
who
the
I was
Mage
hoping to
Collective
meet.
want from me?
I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry.
Well, how can I help you?
Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone's... Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Make us smile upon you.
So let's say, what do you have? Well, first the outroot. He has a sack. So what does the sack tell me? Oh, quite a few things. A place of power helmet and power winding I require can be connected to the misplaced, so that's fine. Charge these places to trace upon them personal glass claim notice. So go basically forest deep towards the heart general and okay. Sure, why not? Tears out the men live for carrying on my doorstep did not come, so now I am intent to being brought before the temples myself. And it's managed collectively to find to stop these false witnesses. They were traveling along the road from Lothern to Denerim. There's determination. A major's life where must straightforward to become the far from beneath the shadow of his mentor. The apprentice names are Starik, Alina, and Chef. Clearly, we sent them away from my boat so they may receive the information in a public place. That's going to the safety of Will and Corey. We will find two of them in Denerim. The upward is procuring sensitive. Where I am from Arskamar. Sure. Ten bundles of deep mushrooms. See, that's the type of quest I could get behind. But that's just... I need items. Problem though is, how many deep mushrooms do we have? We have 16 deep mushrooms.
Take this. You've earned it.
I was like, wait, who do I turn this into? I think I turned it into him. Yes, just 10 deep mushrooms. That's fine behind me. Caster, you know anything about our sword?
Myself. What's a distinguished personage like yourself doing here? A mage? Me? That'll be the day, I tell you. That will be the day. I'm the ferryman. Leastwise, I used to be. Poor old Kester. Out of a job. I don't got a clue. They wouldn't tell me. Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester. We got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy. Named for my grandmum, she was.
Something wrong?
I told you, they didn't tell me nothing. And if I know they're mages, I'm better off keeping out of their business. If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic. But the tower's always got something to do with magic. You could try swimming, but I don't recommend it. Nasty things in that lake. I reckon it's all them potions they dump in there. Gregor's told me to stay here till it blows over, but I'm telling you, some storms don't blow over easy. You're too kind. Your type don't usually give my type the time of day.
Okay, well, here's the problem, though. I'm here for a sword, technically. I'm trying to figure out where the hell the sword is. I just know it's somewhere around this lake. Well, let's give it a proper search. Somewhere around the lake. Do you see a sword? I don't see a sword. I don't want to go across the to the tower yet. So he's headed around Lake Harrowhead. He didn't say at the tower now, did he? Huh. What's after Dr. Sinhill?
You called.
Stand where's your sword?
Speak, then.
Apparently
Then I
I can't
suggest we
talk
move
to him
on.
about that.
I am hardly surprised. Very well.
Okay.
As you wish.
So where the fuck is Sten's sword? I thought it was here somewhere. Oh, maybe it is here and I just ended up here and... Yeah, let's check this word, Princess. Give me a second. Okay, so sword.
What are you looking at?
Sword?
Good day.
Sword?
Good day, and welcome to the Spoiled Princess. Is there something I can get for you? It was my father's idea. He ran the inn before me, and he named it for my sister. She was his little princess. Princess decided the country was too dull for her and moved to Denerim. More glamorous, she said. Well, she was found murdered, robbed of all the trinkets my father bought her with his hard-earned money. My father died of shock and heartbreak. Mother stopped eating, and I got the struggling in. The name stuck. That's the story.
Well, that's a bit dark. I like a drink.
Of course. What would you like?
What do you have? What are you selling? I'll get wine. Fire resist. Alright, I don't have money. Nah. Not the worst. Fruit, toxin, stratlarum, dust, distillation, agent. Ooh, greater health potions. Besides, and like that, which it's not bad. I don't really have anything I really want. Ah, well. You.
What are you looking at? Can a man drink in peace?
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. Apparently this chest here I can't unlock. I can't even lockbash this chest.
And I'm off.
Huh. Interesting. Well, where the fuck did I get Stin's sword?
Good day.
Wait, maybe it's not actually at hill. Maybe it's around hill. Maybe there's a difference. Where did I get Stin's sword? One Stin's with the provers that leech train fire repairs measured for and sword. Head to the dock. Confront the scavenger. Oh, so I knew there was not a scavenger. There was not a scavenger out here. I need to confront the scavenger. I do not see a scavenger out here. Do you see a scavenger out here? Because I don't see a scavenger out here. I see some deathroot all the way up the hill. But not a scavenger. Oh. There's a scavenger. Yeah, okay, I can see why I missed him. He's like over here. Hi, scavenger.
Back off! I was here first.
You haven't seen a sword lying around here, have
Why?
you?
You looking to buy one?
No, but my very large angry friend here is.
Oh, is he? Well, that's... see, I'd like to sell you one, but I don't, have any myself. I got part of a glove the wolves didn't chew too badly, though. I think it was a glove.
Might have a
anyway.
hand in it.
I know, don't say it. I got cheated. I knew the guy who was here before me. He sold me this spot. Said he found giants and all kind of crazy valuables. He didn't mention that he'd taken everything but the bones and the dirt already. His name's Ferrin. Squirrely little bastard, if you ask me. Which you didn't, but I said it anyway.
Well, where is he now?
He was going to Orzammar, he said. I imagine he's gotten there by now. If you find him, tell him I sent you. It'll scare the piss out of him. Ah.
Well, there you go.
You called.
We know where your sword is.
As you wish.
Apparently you don't care yet. Oh well, that's sort of what I wanted to do. I think Orzammar is probably what I'm actually going to work on, but... well, next time. Why would I want to go to Ban Loren's lands? I don't know. I forget what it's for. You know, I'll come back though later. Eventually we'll go back to Oscar, but yeah, anyway, I want to go back to, well, let's go to Hanlef. Why not? Get the golem. Who dares challenge me? Oh. Well, first things first, you know the drill. Loot. Hi. You're a mage.
Going.
Which means you are probably high target priority. Hi, adventure leader.
Rough travels out here, eh? We even saw Darkspawn on the way in.
Ooh, he even saw Darkspawn. Where are you going?
We're delivering a message to the Chantry in Denerim. You?
I'm here to say...
We saw a blood mage down near the Brazilian forest. We're off to tell the Chantry about him.
Yeah, well, I'm apparently here to stop you.
I thought you said... Wait. You're serious?
Apparently. Apparently I am serious. Yeah, how about you just turn around now and go home?
Hey, no need to get pushy. We were just in it for the experience.
I understand. I understand. Just, you know, ye old murder hobos in it for the experience. If I mage. Oh, there you go. That just came out. That was
Yes.
easy. It seems to be behaving better after we left Ostacar. Ooh, well, that was bodies here. That's probably not a good sign. There's the thing, I'm probably going to actually hold off and I have a few things to deal with. So why do I have just a steel greatsword? I don't know. Butterfly sword. Honestly, the butterfly sword isn't bad, you know, for a joke item. It's not bad. I mean, armor penetration and attack. It's technically better damage than our sword, but ours has other benefits. Anyway, we will be back. And we're back. So, now we're gonna go try to remember how much is involved with the golem quest. I know there's later parts involved with the golem quest, but how much is involved with this area? Or if they're gonna go defeat the Dark Lord. Oh no! Gotta save the town, folk.
That should not have taken as long as it did.
Wait, did that affect them all with the stun? It might have, actually. Which isn't bad. I do like this mod that makes it so, you know, two-hand weapons cleave. Yes, I did try out Dragon Age 2. And I was, you know, making sure things were working for the stuff, and it's like, yeah, Dragon Age 2 is a lot more flowy. Like, whirlwind attack. Scythe attack. Well, scythe's just basically charge. But you charge into multiple enemies. Like, there's a lot of hitting multiple enemies at once with two-handed weapons. Which I like. I do like. This, yeah, like, for example, two-handed. Like, we get two-handed sweep eventually, but yeah. Yeah, it's a bit lackluster in comparison to Dragon Age's 2's stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure some of the dual webbing here would probably be more better than two-handed. If it wasn't for, you know, this mod that we have to make it so two-handed is actually better.
Take that!
The fuck ton of art.
Nice try!
Okay. Hot. Death Stride. Not nearly enough damage. Like, it helps, but we're still taking more damage than I would. Like, it's enough to preserve our health, but yet not enough to really heal us. Oh, so long as I don't have to actually use my health poultices, it's fine. I do like the hour combat health regen.
Yes. Huh.
Well, I don't see, you know. I don't see a golem yet, do we? There's an overlap's chest. That one requires a key. I will accept that requires a key. And not try, you know, forcing the lock. Trinity fire arrows. They do seem to come usually in quantities of train, don't they? Oh, they have most snow fruit over there. I'll head that way in a sec. I firstly note. The Countess unanimously agreed to put you in charge of the decoration for 112 killing horse festival. We are all adored with what you did for the village for the winter solstice. As usual, the statue must be done in violence to capture the essence of the season. I was calling off the use of her wide-brimmed straw hat with the berries and daisies, and would love to see it on the statue. Well, Goodman, we also don't show his baby pup, because we think a golden small pup gets ribbon shaped around the statue's scourge would be lovely. So yeah, they just think it's a statue. Oh, more buddies. It's a herd house. Well, let's pop ourselves off. I don't think that will hit. But you should have loot. No? You don't have loot? Death Stride. Yeah, I feel like sometimes it doesn't hit. How about this chest? Well, that one just a crappy regular chest, so yeah, no, it's not plot locked. I'll take your crappy longsword. I forget if the guild is basically scaled. As in, like, well, you're level, what the fuck are we really? Level 7. So you're getting tier 3 guild now. As opposed to, like, say if we were like level 20, we'd be getting like 6 or 7 level tier guild. Not sure if it works like that or not. Ooh, a bloody bronze key. What are that's for? Well, that could be for, you know, Olaf's chest. We should probably go check. The problem though is it's just a bloody bronze key. We don't know where that would actually go. We don't know if it's Olaf's bloody bronze key. We just know it's a bloody bronze key. So we go back here. Oh. We have... Oh! His prized cheese knife. That's red steel. Not to be confused with regular steel. It has rune slots. What's a small chip of lightning crystal? I forget the majority of what enemies are going to be doing in terms of damage. Mages are sort of all over the place. Getting a lot of chip crystals. And that's the reason why we're getting a lot of chip crystals. So anyway... Ooh, basket birdseed. Most of the birdseed seems to have been scattered around to attract the birds.
What we are looking at is a golem. It would appear it is defunct, though there may be a way to revive it yet.
Dulafgar. Apparently the rod does not work with the code word is incorrect. Well, there you go. I don't remember if it's supposed to have those black marks or if that's a problem with my high definition shell retexture. Anyway, well, it's probably like you need to actually have high res textures on for it to actually use the high res textures. Which I can't do because that causes the game to crash if you try to level up. I know. When you level up, I should say. Because apparently the whole leveling up effect is too strenuous on the game itself. I don't understand either. Anyway, into the cellar. Welcome to Wilhelm's cellar. We need to investigate things. Like the strange crystal cluster. It has more stuff. Because the golem uses these crystals. If you haven't guessed by now. Oh, Morgan leveled up. Oh, Morgan, what do I want you to have? More magic. Wouldn't be the worst idea. More willpower. More magic. Bell shape. Getting you to paralyze won't be the worst. Getting you to crush in prison also won't be the worst. And since you already started on it, fuck it. Force field. Wait. Kona code. I thought about it and realized Kona code would be better. There's a lot of potential for a mage. And that's why it's overcomplicated, and I'm probably not going to work on mage stuff that much. But, I mean, Kona Code's just pretty fucking great. Oh, I forgot to give it the basic fucking cast spell. Ah, well. Tatus, you know how to use Kona Code? Do you know how to use Kona Code? Well, if you had Tatus, maybe you would know how to use Kona Code. You don't have Tatus, though. Fucking tatted slops. Anyway. Stress level increasing. Oh no, Dark Spawn. Wait, there's Dark Spawn. Dark
How about you then?
So, Dog, you leveled up? Problem though is, okay, I can level you up. Good. I just put that more strength, I guess. Not sure what the hell you should do with you for stuff. Overwhelm is not bad. Shred, not bad. I wouldn't mind those either. Holy shit. The more power would jump on its target and bite snap. If the target is a living creature, would die instantly if of normal or less rank. Oh, that's a bit much. Well, let's get you overwhelmed, just because it's fun. And does the thing? Yep, it adds it right to the thing. Nice. Well, at least I mean, that keeps you or your build simple enough. Ooh, a large flawed crystal. Trod corpse, lesser entry kit. More unlocked. Tree. Ooh, some quartz. A chest.
All right.
Bonk. Yeah, I just realized Morgan's not using her ice weapons on us. How disappointing. Morgan, ice weapons. You, besides striking. You're fine. Yeah, precise striking to balance out, you know, like his two-handed, his powerful swings. We're from Spatial Brew.
Going.
I don't know, we're good for, you know, probably Argon. Probably. If I had haphazard guess. Well, then. Huh.
Never any shortage of these ones.
Nice berry. Also you, emissary. Don't deal with the emissary. That's good. He's basically breaking the balls out. I can work for that.
Yes.
Deal with the villagers in a second. Just loot things. Ooh, glowy crystal.
And I'm off.
Now I back up. 5 villagers out there in a second. Harlock. A decades old letter. Well, what's the decades old letter say? And I contribute that the Circle Manager is not a sacrilegious institution, and that indeed we operate under the supervision of the Chantry. Make our investigation of your husband's death much easier if you would simply cooperate with us. Disappointed to hear that you sold the golden satisfaction. I understand both you and your husband were in fair aid to King Mount during the war against Ole. Without the rod, we cannot discern where the William's golem was responsible for his murder. The golem simply have to remain where it is unless the villagers can find a means to destroy it. Our condolences to you and your son for your loss. I imagine it's a political consolation to you, but has been as much admired here and will be missed. So, villagers.
By the Maker, we're saved.
Nice berry you got.
You weren't sent by the ban, were you? To save us?
Looking for whoever owned that statue.
The statue outside? Why would... Oh, I think I see. You bought the control rod, didn't you? You came here looking for shale. That damnable golem brought us nothing but trouble. My mother sold the rod years ago after it killed my father, and good riddance.
What do you mean?
My father's name was Wilhelm, mage to the Isles of Redcliffe and a hero in the war against Orlais. And what did he get? One day, my mother found him outside the tower, with so many broken bones she could barely recognize him, and shale standing over him just like it is now. My father deserved better than that. But if you really want to wake shale up, well, it's yours now. My mother might have passed along the wrong command phrase when she sold the rod. She said she never wanted to see shale active again. Look, I'll tell you the command phrase, but I'll need your help first. I know you already saved my life, and I'm grateful. But my daughter is inside the laboratory. She was afraid and ran too far in before I could stop her. I don't know how she made it past my father's defenses. One of the men tried to go after her. He was killed, but you could find her, couldn't you? There are defenses my father put down here to keep strangers out. I knew about the barrier, I had the key for that, but the rest of it, well, we never came down here. Ever. Will, thank the Maker! My father's laboratory is just past the next area, I think. She has to be there.
Stop coughing for a second. Basically swallowed wrong. Didn't agree with my throat. Anyway, let's go save this little girl. More plants.
Going.
Fractured stone. And then there's just demons, by the way. Fucking demons. You know, just fucking demons.
I think we work well together.
For some reason. Ooh, remarkable greenstone. Ah, that's a gift. Ooh, that ring's not bad. Strength, that's attack. That's not a bad ring. That's really not a bad ring. Hell, how much is that worth? I mean, that feels like it should be worth more. Yeah, like I'm fine with these, but ours is fine with his. Sten, though, you do not have a ring, do you? And this will give you strength, that's fine. Sten is now super powerful. Jeez, he already has... I forgot about how much strength you have, Sten. Like, Sten almost can just use my... that. Hell, you can almost just use Blood Dragon Plate. Maybe I'll give him Blood Dragon Plate. I just need to get the other pieces. Which I might have the gold for now. Problem is the other pieces don't have any stats, which is unfortunate. The other demons going wild and fascinating. Provided that what it's saying is true. No, my research so far the first enchanter order, and while he is concerned about my safety, he does not think there was reason to stop just yet. No, I do. I overset the tempers not discover what I'm doing. However, we ever find no way to do some precision of the challenge, he does not let us research it. Yeah, my sires nearly wandered down here again today, and this time I forgot to leave the barrier up. I believe the key. I would key the defenses to annoy anyone of my blood. I would ever have the boy summoned to the laboratory. I haven't killed by forgetfulness, poor lad. I want us to know why his father spent so much time beneath the tower. Spend more time with him soon as well. George's acting strange. I wonder if I should discontinue my experimentations upon it. I'm so near a break, but I'm certain. Perhaps it's best if I focus on the demon. The demon was managed to get away again. Tricky, I will have to be more careful. Young Eamon soon later asking me to return to Redcliffe. But consider it soon. A weak, one intriguing discovery. Especially considering that the demon was attempting to keep me from it at all costs. Or did it lead me to that information by seeming to deny it from me? I must discover the truth. I think it's time to dismiss this demon. It is too dangerous for me to continue holding, and I cannot discount the possibility that it is having some influence over the golem. It's my experiment, so I tried to deactivate Shell for the time being, and then deal with the demon. Let's follow that intel. There were no further entries. Bonk. Large chip fire crystal. By the way, just in case you did not have nearly enough crystals, here's more crystals. One for like all the elements. And then you get to debate which ones you want to keep. Oh, well, we're here now. Save.
What do you mean you've never climbed a tree? Don't. Oh, look, someone's come to play. You have come to play, haven't you? We're playing a guessing game. It's better with more people.
Who is real?
Kitty and me, of course. You don't see anyone else here, do you? Anyway, you should go if you're not going to play. Kitty finds you distracting.
The cat finds me distracting.
Kitty's clever. She says you want to take me back to my father, but I'm not going. She would be lonely.
I would not suggest leaving in such hostile company anyhow, Amalia. Look how they act.
The cat talks?
Of course, silly.
Talking is simple enough, once you know how.
Right, so are you really?
I am a cat, really. Nothing you say will convince Amalia to go with you. She loves only me now. I am her friend, while you are just a stranger.
So, what have you done to her?
I have done nothing. I am all but powerless. The mage made sure of that, didn't he? I cannot leave this chamber. No, Amalia found me. After decades of isolation, her company is welcome. It seems we are at an impasse, so let me propose a compromise of sorts. Release me, mortal, and let me have the girl. Let us return to her father and leave this place forever.
You mean possess her?
That's such a crude way of putting it. I do not wish to harm Amalia. I merely want to see your world through her eyes. Is that so wrong?
Well, so we're basically talking to either spirit or demon who wants possessed to go out and see the world.
Thank you. You are very gracious.
Oh,
The
yeah,
mage's wards
totally.
hold me within this chamber, and only a mortal may approach them. There is a trick to disarming the wards, but I do not know it. Perhaps you will succeed where the girl failed.
Oh, this is so exciting! Kitty is going to be free! I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty.
I am still trapped. What is the matter?
Well, I know, I'm just... We could take out the kitty. Just thinking on this. Do we free, you know, potential demon, or do we take out
I like it when Kitty sings to me.
I think I have changed my
trapped.
mind.
What is the matter?
No, demon.
No! Kitty!
You should run, girl.
You will not take the child from me. She shall be mine forever.
Run, child. Oh no. She's possessed a child. Or that face. Oh, and by the way. Stop. Just a desire demon. You know, as you do. Oh, it's a bunch of less rage demons. Because, you know, demons attract other demons. Well, they went down pretty fast. I was remember I could have, you know, not did this. But look what you gave me. You gave me a belt. You gave me a helm? Then what you got? Constitution, mental, physical resistance. Not bad. What's this helm do? The helm of Honor. Constitution gives 2 to all attributes with less 3 armor. Not bad. You don't have a belt, so yeah. So, let's think about this for a second. Okay. So this gives us +2 Constitution, which is not bad. Mental and physical resistance, though, is pretty useful. This gives basically 2 Constitution and 2 to everything else, and 3 armor. So I'm not sure if it's actually better or not. But by wearing that, we can technically wield Blood Dragon armor. Which is, as you can imagine, much better than heavy chainmail. And so yeah, we could do this puzzle and all this. Ow, don't run through the fire, me. But yeah. The only problem, though, is the little girl's dead, because she got possessed by a demon. It's unfortunate. Oh, and there's more demons. Oh yeah, now I was like, wait, why would those rage demons going down so fast? Oh. Right. We do have frost weapons on. That makes a lot of logical sense. Jeez, there's a lot of you guys. I'm just trying to get back. So yeah, about
what happened
that.
to her? Is she in there? Why hasn't she come back?
Yeah, she's dead.
She's dead. Oh, my poor butterfly. Thank you for finding her, at least. I'm grateful. The phrase to activate Shale is Dulan Han, if you still want that bloody thing. I wouldn't if I were you. Now I guess I'll go.
You forgot to save again before leaving. Right. Anyway, let's go get Shale. Hi, Shale. Dueling hard.
I knew that the day would come when someone would find the control rod. And not even a mage this time. Probably stumbled across the rod by accident, I suppose. Typical.
Hello to you too.
I stood here in this spot and watched the wretched little villagers scurry around me for, oh, I have no idea how long. Many, many years.
And the villagers had no idea they were being watched. Creepy.
Then one wonders that you wouldn't be grateful to the one who allowed you to stretch your legs, Gollum.
Another mage, I see. Charming. I was just beginning to get used to the quiet, too. Tell me, are all the villagers dead?
No.
Some got away, then. How unfortunate.
Oh, I like you.
Familiarity breeds contempt, as they say, and after 30 years as a captive audience, I was as familiar with these villagers as one could possibly be. Not that I wish their fate on them, no. But it did make for a delightful change of pace. Perhaps I may have forgotten after all the years of being called Gollum. Gollum, fetch me that chair. Do be a good Gollum and squash that insipid bandit. And let's not forget, Gollum, pick me up. I tire of walking. It does have the control rod, doesn't it? I am awake, so it must. I see the control rod, yet I feel... Go on, order me to do something.
Alright, walk over there.
And, nothing. I feel nothing. I feel no compulsion to carry out its command. I suppose this means the rod is... broken?
So now you going to kill a rampage?
Don't be ridiculous. Well, I wouldn't mind killing the birds. Those evil birds and their foul droppings. I could crush them all. I suppose if I can't be commanded, this means I have free will, yes? It is simply, what should I do? I have no memories beyond watching this village for so long. I have no purpose. I find myself at a bit of a loss. What about it? It must have awoken me for some reason, no? What did it intend to do with me?
I don't give much thought.
I see. Wonderful. I suppose I have two options, do I not? Go with it or go elsewhere? I do not even know what lies beyond this village.
You gonna keep calling me it?
Yes, very likely.
Well, there you go. Well, what do you...
I watched this village for so long, unable to move or act. My memories of anything before are vague at best. So I have no idea what I want to do. I'm glad to be mobile. Is that not enough?
Hey, welcome to come with me.
Are you certain you want to bring that thing with us? It could be dangerous. and large. Good point. Better it than me, anyhow.
I will follow it about, then. For now. I am called Shale, by the way.
Then I'm Tiffany.
This should be interesting.
So now we have a Shale.
Blast and damnation.
Vashaden.
Yes.
Yes.
I was just approved by a -1. Oh, you load up. Well, let's get you enough points into your strength that you don't really need your armor for, I mean, your helm for your armor. You're gonna need more cunning, though, yeah. I need to bump your cunning up so you can at least have, you know, more tactics and shit. Bravery? Bravery's fine. 200, if you use a powerful swing, it's 200 strength. So as for Shell, I believe, well, birthday Shell. Large ship spare crystal. Yes. I sort of want you a fire resist. Makes sense, doesn't it? Say, okay, so large flood would be nice. Wouldn't it? Yeah, you want, yeah. Seems weird having, you know, not having, you know, using, like, ice. I don't even have a large ice one now, do I? But I prefer fire because lots of things are going to use fire. I think I give you the pet rock, but firstly, I give you an uncrushable pigeon. But now you have a pigeon that just sits on you. It gives you plus damage and low morale, but Ghost gives you dexterity. And now we've rebalanced that out by giving you this pet rock.
Ooh, shiny.
Please enter a name for Cheryl's pet rock. It should be Carl. Anyway, now you just bounce back up to that. Oh, and you're actually slightly hostile. Anyway, here's a thoughtful gift.
I'm to keep this, am I? Fine. I'm to keep
this,
am I?
Gifts
Fine.
Now. Unfortunate. Oh, remarkable. Do you like that? Do you like rocks? Let's find out. You know, Shell. Shell likes remarkable anything. Is it remarkable? It's remarkable. There you go.
Very nice. Very.
Shell likes remarkable anything. Anyway. And strength would make sense. Shell, oh yeah, I should probably set up Shell properly. Tactics. Yeah, Shell could tank. Shell could that. Shell could also that. Shell has potential from different builds. Because Shell has unique skill bar. Because Shell is not a warrior. Shell is a Shell. Well, actually Shell has warrior abilities. Never mind. And then Shell has Shell abilities. So, Shell abilities. Shell has pulverizing blows. Special Shell has several builds. I mean, those are just passives. But yeah, Shell has pulverized blows. The mode that allows defensive towns to take a penalty to defense in exchange for bonus to damage. So it can slam, can quake, can killing blow. Or Shell could go Stoneheart and goes defensive. Bellow to stun target, Stone Roar, regenerate burst. Or it could go ranged, or rock. Mobilizes enemies, more rocks. Stone Aura. Support mode. But how does that help? And so it's one of them appears in the bonuses too. So basically just like a bard thing. But you know, you have to put the stone bard aura. And it gives bonuses to everyone else with attack, defense, and health regen. Bonus armor, bonuses. So basically just all you would have to do is keep this on and then just keep Shell in the vicinity and Shell would just keep everyone with buffs. I mean, I'm not against that. Just and then you have a Shell with just buffs. Anyway, decisions though. Problem is you have tired too many frickin' move things. And that requires a Stoneheart thing. I'm not sure how I want you to do things. Precise striking and... Oh no, you have to be on pause, don't you? Or melee mode. Oh yeah, and the basic rule of boop. Boop. There we go. That's fine. Anyway, share your thoughts.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
Oh, they're quite swimming.
It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Did it know to do that? It must have. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
Oh, there you go. Show proof.
I've watched a lot of humans in my time. It should be aware that I've decided that it is not much like any of them.
I'm not a human, though. I'm a dwarf.
Oh, it's not just that. Well, I'm sure that's part of it, but it's not only that. Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings?
Yeah, well, I was a member of House.
Then that must be it. My experience with dwarves is limited, but obviously I need to encounter more of them. I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless.
I like your show. Oh, we wouldn't want that.
Indeed. Can it imagine the horror? Oh. Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought.
I like show.
It speaks.
It speaks.
Different? Different than what? Different than a statue? Different than a log? Should I talk in a monotone? Yes, master, I exist to serve the master. I shall kill for the master and only for the master. Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks. I can recite limericks, if it likes.
What are you doing, limericks?
Mostly they involve slaughtering pigeons in creative and invasive manners.
Well, there you go.
I have never met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do?
So I'm very anime.
I don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This is a good thing.
Okay.
Imagine the benefits. No need to eat or sleep or perform other functions. Walk underwater, crush the heads of every opponent. The possibilities are limitless. Barring the occasional 30 years or so of paralysis, there's little to compare.
Oh, there you go.
Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting.
Oh god, moist little tongue. That's a thing.
It speaks. Yes, its adventures are interesting, even if the chances for success are remarkably slim. It would be better to throw oneself off a cliff, I suspect.
Oh, there you go.
Does it wish me to leave? I can, though I see no reason
I have
to
no
go.
reason for you to go. I'll say you're quite helpful.
No doubt. Without me, it would have to carry its inventory on its own.
I'm pretty sure you're not increasing my inventory carries.
Perhaps we should continue. Its chances of success are small enough without further dawdling.
Perhaps we should continue.
It speaks.
I have questions.
It doesn't
oh god.
have better things to do.
No, I do not. It's a Bioware game.
I like to think of them as accessories.
Well, there you go.
I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace. My former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation. So I would assume. My former master enjoyed poking around the ruins in the deep roads after all, and bartering with others who did. As I understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me. Wilhelm had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will. Not really, although now that I think of it, these attempts may be what caused my disruption. Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds. All I can promise is that should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me. Why not? I don't get to wear clothing and other adornments like the rest of you creatures, after all. That
sure
answers its
nice
question,
hat.
I assume. Unless it has more. Oh, how interesting. Certainly I remember having a master. My memories of what happened to him are vague. Clever and true. Oh, very well. Let me see what I can recall. My former master enjoyed experimenting upon me. I remember that much. There was tinkering with spells, and then the crystals. He was very eager to alter my function, I think. Bah! I am no mage, and he did not explain himself to me, any more than it would explain itself to a sword. He possessed my control rod, and back then, it would have prevented me from doing anything he did not command me to, no matter how I might have wished to. So what happened? I am unsure. He was experimenting, and then nothing. And then he was gone. I was standing where I was, in the village, and I could no longer move. The villagers came, poked and prodded me in fear, and then realized they could neither move me nor destroy me, so they simply left me. And in time I forgot I hadn't stood there all along. In fact, at first I found it more of a relief. For so many years I'd had to leap to that little toadstool's every command. Get this, pick up that, put it down, pick it up again. The gall! At first I'd hoped he'd simply decided to leave me there paralyzed, an acceptable trade-off. After years passed, I simply stopped caring.
Well, there you go.
I think I was ready to move on. Another few years and the moss would have covered my face. And then where would I have been? Whatever the mage did seemed to render the control rod useless, for which I should be thankful, yes? And provided it doesn't decide to copy his experiments, not that I would allow it, it has nothing to fear from me. Much.
Much. That sounds good to me.
Things that it fights, and it fights things often, that is a different story. Let us get back to the walking and the fighting. My stone is beginning to itch again.
Massive
It
strength.
speaks.
Questions.
It doesn't have better
No,
things to
I
do.
don't.
Oh yes, that I remember quite well. My former master, the mage Wilhelm, he brought me. As I recall, he had acquired some position with whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than a glorified possession at the time, was brought along. Oh, how he enjoyed impressing the villagers with me. Gollum, snarl at that villager there, be fearsome. And of course, I would have to do it. I'd have happily stomped them all into paste, and then ripped down their little houses and stomped on them, too. In fact, after 30 years of watching them, I'd do it twice. What I didn't like was being ordered to do it. Dangled in front of those frightened morons like some scary thing. Once I was a statue, it took those villagers years before they'd even approach me. The first one to actually work up the nerve to touch me urinated himself. Ugh. He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much, his wife actually threatened to throw it in the lake. Ha! I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it? Good. Clearly, I am worth it.
Indeed, clearly.
That is where Wilhelm kept me. He wanted me out in the open where I could be frightening like a scarecrow. I was supposed to watch for thieves. Pah! Plus, his wife didn't want me indoors. She said there wasn't room for me.
You guys get through the door,
Hag.
thank you.
Humph! I was once larger, 10 feet tall. Then the loathsome hag complained that I couldn't fit through the doors. So the mage had me shrunk down. Can it believe it? And she still wanted me out. With a chisel and a lot of nerve.
Oof.
I traveled with the mage. He did a lot of traveling, I remember that. But where we went, it is rather fuzzy. I remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy.
Well, there you
and
go.
Before that, No, there are only images. I was somewhere dark. I have no idea. Wilhelm used to brag that the dwarves stopped making golems centuries ago. I do not age as you soft creatures do. Sadly, my memory is no better. Plus, I get bored and stop paying attention. Good. I was just about done talking about it. It does like to have a good chat now and again, doesn't it? It speaks.
It does indeed speak. Questions.
It doesn't have better things to do. That part I know, as Wilhelm often bragged about it to whomever was willing to listen to him. He claimed to have found me in the deep roads.
The deep roads.
I was in the ruins of a Tig, he said, deactivated, with my control rod not far away.
That's convenient.
It was a hobby of his, scavenging. One of the reasons he traveled so much is that he was looking for entrances into the deep roads, old places the dwarves had long forgotten. And then he would sneak down and search for magical treasure, before anyone was the wiser. No, that secretive bastard refused to tell me. I would ask and ask, but no. He used to say that one day, if I were compliant and didn't talk back at his wife, he would take me there and I could look around myself. Rotten, lying bastard. If I had his head in my hands now, I would squeeze it like a giant lemon. Squish.
Aren't you fun?
I think I remember a battle. It was long before, and then there was darkness. Bah, in short, no. I do not remember why I was there. It makes no difference.
Oh, but it will.
I wouldn't have had to put up with the twit, and I would be none the wiser. I don't think I was aware while I was there. Not like in the village. Or perhaps I was. Perhaps that was the dark place, and I simply couldn't see anything. How long could even I sit in the darkness and stare out at nothing, never sleeping? Oh, I do not wish to think of that.
Alright, let's move on.
On then. It speaks.
More questions.
It doesn't have better things to do. I do not sleep, so yes, and I thank it for reminding me. Try to imagine, if it will, what it would be like to be surrounded by nothing but boring peasants, all oblivious to it.
Blech.
And then there were the birds. A whole village full of pigeons and ravens and sparrows all perching on me day in and day out. Those foolish villagers would spread birdseed near me, drawing the birds, because they thought having birds perch on me was quaint. Quaint! If there hadn't been the occasional kind soul to scour me clean, I don't care to discuss this anymore.
There's not like the thought being covered in bird shit.
It speaks.
I think we exhausted all the
It
questions.
doesn't have better things to do.
You don't seem... Well, you don't seem to like
That
it
is true. I do not. I'm not interested in getting into a discussion on the subject, however. Ask another time. If it is done asking overly obvious questions, let us find some humans to throw off a cliff, or something.
Well, there you go. Well, the game auto-saved. Wait. Oh, that leads back to the cellar. The way he has access to the Tower Hill, but yeah, he also has access to a cellar, though. Interesting. And then we wandered out of the village. Oh no. That poor chicken. Anyway. Oh, that was fun. Oh, where do I want to begin? I think we're probably going to end up going to dinner room. Do stuff in dinner room for a bit. Then we will circle back over here to them. I forget when I could do Oscar. Do the return to Oscar. Well, I mean, let's check my journal first. Place of Power. Forest, Deep Road, Dinner Room, Circle Tower. Turn the Magic oh, I already did that one. That was a... Find two of them in Dinner Room. Orskmar. Forest. Orskmar. Tower of You, so Redcliffe, Denerim. Denerim, Tower of You. Frostbite Mountains is basically Orskmar. And then all the main stuff. Redcliffe. Premium content, here we go. So you remove her so Viper. Uh-huh. Oh, so I have to go to Van Loren's lands. Okay. That explains why I would go, though. And then it's time to travel over the road. You gotta go into the merchant in the distance. So, yeah, Search Peak. Warden's Keep. Yeah, we'll get back to Warden's Keep. Anyway, I want to go to... No, I believe I was leaving, and then I got tossed all the way back. Yeah. Let's go to Denerim then. Birthday save. Look at when we get Ogden. Trying to think how I want my party if I... Because we could technically have Shell. But I think again I'm probably gonna get Ogden and just have like 3 fires and a dog. 4 fires and a dog. Naturally, Furlock Alpha fuck. No glyph paralysis. And you didn't drop anything. Oh well, more uproot.
Huh.
And I believe that was that. And more traps, apparently. Continuing on our way. Yeah, you know, random encounters there. Okay, maybe those ones were a little more random than the scripted ones, but still. I'll go to Denerim. We'll deal with Denerim next time. Save. Because here's the thing, in my opinion, honestly, having Morgan instead of Ogden would still probably be more beneficial because she has, you know, proper dialogue. And I can't change party right now. How about if I go out here? Can I change party? How about we go to the camp real quick? I think we'll keep Morgan with us for now. I mean, Shell's fine. Don't get me wrong, I do like Shell.
I lied to you, you know, about why I left Orlais.
Of course you did.
I didn't feel like talking about it then. What happened to me? Maybe it will affect us, maybe not, but you should know. I came to Ferelden and the Chantry because I was being hunted in Orlais. I was framed, betrayed by someone I thought I knew and could trust. Marjolaine. She was my mentor and friend. She taught me the bardic arts, how to enchant with words and song, to carry myself like a highborn lady, to blend in as a servant. The skills I learned, I used to serve her, my bard master, because I loved her, and because I enjoyed what I did.
Oh, there you go.
You can say it was my fault. There was a man I was sent to kill. I was to bring Marjolaine everything he carried. I don't know who this man was. She gave me a name and a description, and I hunted him down.
None of this
I
sounds
found
like
documents
the story,
on his body.
right?
Sealed documents.
No, what the story was is you took you took documents and you put them in the thing. You got the documents from Marjorie, who Marjorie got the documents from Dorothy. Dorothy. So
my curiosity got the better of me. Something told me that I needed to know what was in those letters. Marjolaine had been selling all kinds of information about Orlais to other countries, Nevara and Antiva.
Okay, that makes
others.
it sound like that was just going on for a
treason.
while before. Like, that does not add up with your story at all, does it?
My life as Bard taught me that my loyalties should be kept fluid. My concern was not that she was a traitor, but that her life would be in danger if she was caught. Orlais has been at war with so many countries. It takes a harsh view of such things, as I later discovered.
But that doesn't... Yeah, this does not add up with your DLC at all. Because your whole DLC was basically... You were just having fun, and then you planted documents and realized, hey, these documents belong to Orlesian military. And then you found out that, hey, Marjorie got them from Dorothy. And then well, what happened to him? Yeah, we don't know what happened to Marjorie at all. You let her live, you killed her, or what. But anyway.
I should have left well alone, but I didn't. I had to tell Marjolaine I feared for her life. She brushed aside my concern. She admitted her guilt, but said it was in the past. That is why the documents had to be destroyed,
That's why I had to go reseal the documents.
I believed her. I kept believing up till the moment they showed me the documents, altered by her hand.
That's not what happened at all.
The traitor.
That's not what happened at all.
The Orlesian guards, they captured me.
No, you were in Ferelden.
Terrible things to make me confess and reveal my conspirators. It was a traitor's punishment I endured. And at the end of it, all that awaited me was eternity in an unmarked grave. The skills Marjolaine taught me were good for something at least.
Now you got help by Dorothy and tossing you a key down.
I did not seek Marjolaine out. If she thought I was coming for her, she would have me caught again. I was tempted to confront her. I was furious, betrayed.
But you did confront her.
But what could I do against her? And so I fled to Ferelden, to the Chantry and the Maker. Ferelden protected my person, and the Maker saved my soul.
None of your story adds up.
And that is the reason I am here. The real reason. No more lies between us, at least in this.
But you just lied to me completely. It's like, what? Like, if it was like there was... Like Liriana's thing, and then her song does not add up. Like, there's a lot wrong though. Yeah, like Liriana's song versus Liriana's backstory. Is it like what? What? Yeah, that's a bit confusing. Maybe Liriana's song is just basically, you know, like Liriana's song is just basically, you know, a telling of it, like how Varric makes the stories seem, you know, more exaggerated than they are and stuff. Yeah, I think the plot's just, yeah. Maybe it was supposed to take place in Orlais. Maybe it was supposed to take place in Orlais. But it had to go into Denerim because reusing assets because, you know, Bioware didn't want to, you know, create a whole new area just for that. So we'll just use Denerim again.
It feels good to have this off my chest. Thank you for listening and understanding.
It's confusing the shit out of me, but thanks. Anything else I should know?
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
Show, you have anything else? Yeah, I forgot how small Show actually is as a golem.
It doesn't have better.
Hi guys, before
Something
we
you
end the
need?
video.
I'm sure either my boy or I can help. Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take
We just
things
take
from
things from
people
dead
that
bodies.
need them. The things in the Lost Tigers, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming. Don't get all indignant with me. I hate the Darkspawn as much as anyone. People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things.
Shit. We take
Things
the
with
shit.
value
We sell the
and meaning.
shit.
They leave them behind because they're frightened
Opportunistic.
and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places.
Yeah,
but
yeah, it's fine.
Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch. That's what I tell myself, too.
Yeah, just how your wares anyway.
These are I'm sure you'll be pleased.
Just put the inventory. You have your potions back, that's fine. You have an old backpack. I want the fucking old backpack. I want that. I also need more thoughtful gifts. Anyway, what do we have that I can sell? I could sell the butterfly thing. I could sell that crushable pigeon. Warp pelt? I'm not gonna need fucking warp pelt. Keep the crystals just cause. Ooh, 5% cold damage. Woo. I don't need this anymore. Keep that just cause. Don't need these, don't need this, don't need these, don't need these. Don't need that, don't need that. This price cheese knife. No. Okay, so if I'm gonna buy anything, it would probably be this backpack. More inventory space after all. There goes all for gold again. Which means I can't buy the Blood Dragon plate. Fuck. Unless I do some cheesing with, you know, selling the swords and getting the swords back and all that. What if I just simplify this? Can I simplify this? No, I can't access my console. Fuck. Do I have a simple cheat engine for this? Simple one. I just need, you know, I need some starting cash. There is Dragon Age. There it is. Let's see if this actually works. Apparently the first... I can't even activate the thing, because that's not good. Well, that doesn't help me if I can't even activate the thing. try this one then. Oh, well, the Steam one works, okay. Enable disable card mode, minimum money value. Wait, what the fuck is this? Enable disable minimum money. Oh. Ah, I see what that means. Well, let's change this record. Okay. So let's say I want at least 150. If I do this, does this mean I have 150 gold? No, that did nothing. Oh, value is disabled. We'll change the value to enabled. There we go. That does not appear to have done anything. We'll find change the value to that. Okay. Disabled. Change value to enabled. Not sure if it's working right. How about if I give myself at least 2 skill points? No, not skill points, talent points. So should I have talent points? Yes, no. Talent points. Okay, we have at least 2 talent points, so let's get those. So I can at least have this. Yay. Okay, so my money though. Huh. I feel like that's not working.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can help you out.
I don't see a world. Okay, so what if I bought like a lesser health potion? Does that change it? No. I don't understand the money thing. Yeah, like I don't understand that. It's like enable to save a minimum money, but yeah, it doesn't seem to change. Wait, unless... Wait. Nope. But it doesn't feel like it's changing. Huh. I don't understand that. Like, what the fuck does this mean? Disable. I'm confused by this value. It's like, okay. Enable. Do I have money now? No. What the fuck does that mean? That doesn't help. It's like I'm trying to find anything useful out of this topic, and it's like none of this makes any sense. Okay, you know what? Let's change this value. No, change the fucking value. Try something like that. Okay. Change record to disabled. Change record to enabled. Do I have money now? No, I do not have money now.
If there's anything I can do for you...
Why do I not have money? That makes me sad. Why do I not have money? I have to sell things? Oh, I have to sell things to gain money. Oh. 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 Okay, that makes sense then. Okay, that makes sense. Well, let's re-disable that. I see what I have to do. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's buy all these thoughtful gifts again. Alright, my inventory's fucking full because I can't have that many thoughtful gifts because of all the other shit. Right. Okay, fine. My bad. Okay, 15. Also, I want those potions again. Potions shouldn't stack. At least they shouldn't, but they do, sort of. Okay, now we want these books. I could buy that fun thing, but meh. I already have that. I had a spell ward. Did so I want that, didn't I? Oh. Did you have these there before? I don't know if you did or not. Oh well. Okay, now that I spent most of the money. Stan, you need a belt, which is why I bought this one thing once I figure out where I put it. Who gets a spell ward? Willpower, health return, spell resist, chance to dodge. That's not bad for anyone, basically. Honestly, it wouldn't be the worst for me. Would give me willpower so I can use my stuff after all. Then we have health regen. And let's see what you have. No, what do you have? You have just that. So yeah. Because let's face it, Alistair has the defense one, so. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, there's the thing. Stan could actually use the kill Gordon thing. So, bloodplate gauntlets, bloodplate boots. And to be fair, could he wear the helmet then? It doesn't even give him 4 set bonuses though. Sad. We're getting armor, defense, mental resist, cunning. So we don't have 42 strength. Wait, does he have 42 strength? He has fucking 42 strength. You know what, fuck it, you get Bergen's armor then. And hey, it actually looks decent compared to the rest of that. Nice, I can work with that. Okay, then that means I can technically go... Well, we'll keep the armor for now because, you know, I don't really have a third set for Ogden, so... Yeah, okay, that's sorted. Now I probably should end the video, shouldn't I? Now that we got Sten set up. Better. What stats does Sten have? Well, he's at exactly 42. Nice. Sheriff's at 30. Just got a lot of constitution. Not nearly enough willpower. We have a decent amount of willpower, so we could technically
And I'm off.
do that and still have enough to use our abilities too. To an extent. Okay, yeah, I think now we save and next time go to Denrim. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed, thank you all, and have a nice day.